Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Filecoin, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check the liquidation levels in the backend data here, but we can see the significant amount of control here based on volume right there at about $5.35. Okay, so that's obviously not really a level we got to worry about too much right now, but if the price does end up pulling back, we can see some support there. If you're new to the channel, though, keep in mind I'm not a financial advisor. I do love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site linked down below. We've got a trading academy, community, and signals group. Really awesome experience there. Thanks again for the wonderful feedback I've been receiving from my community too. Deeply appreciate working with you as well. It's awesome to have you around. So let's take a quick look here at Filecoin. This is a request from one of my community members here. We can see a massive amount of liquidity swept here between 8.10 and 8.40. Not really a whole heck of a lot left. There's tons down in between 6 and 7. But generally speaking, liquidation levels are pretty high there. As far as the levels that just got hit. Now, does that mean the price is going to just turn around? Not necessarily. It just implies that the price action could slow down based on the simple fact that there's no more liquidity above the price action. Now, granted, if we take a look here, we can kind of see that right around $8, just about $8.15, that's right where the price action's at right now. We do have a heavy concentration that just got swept. So generally speaking, when you look at the big picture and the small picture, there's no other way around it. You know, that $5 mark, $6 mark, those are the next levels of heavy liquidation. Okay, so what does that mean for us in the charts? Well, it doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot with the price action being where it's at right now, because I think seeing that lower level here is a pretty low probability of getting the price action to that range again. But again, a lot has happened just in like a week, right? 1 week ago today, the price was $6. Now it's $8. It's up 25% in less than a week, right? So that's pretty amazing. What does that mean for us here? Well, how can we determine that? Well, let's double check a couple of things here and see if, first of all, we have any potential for pullback, which we do, depending on how you look at this here. Obviously, we got our 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern forming here. We could very well be at the top here, but generally speaking, if this is the top, we could see a retracement to some of these lower levels. I don't think that's the top personally because we just breached that level, and I think it would make sense for the price to continue to run a little further. Okay, so let's not worry about that too much. We take a look at the moving averages. We're above all 4. We can see stochastic RSI is trying to swing down, but hasn't yet. It is swinging down rather, but it's not like a massive swing. It's just getting started. Traditional RSI is up over 70. That's fantastic. That's typically a support level. And then, of course, money flow index is high. The reason why this is occurring is because MFI is so high. Please understand that. Without volume, you have no support in price action, okay? And this right here is a pretty obvious thing here, where we see that massive increase in volume and that significance there. Again, hindsight's 2020, but if you would have saw this candle right here, showing us right there the retest, that would have been a catalyst to go ahead and take it long, okay? Again, easy to see that now, of course, hindsight's totally 2020, but when you see a lot of volume after no volume, and that high amount of volume comes up to retest a recent high, in this case 0.5 fib at about 635, there's a solid chance that that's going to explode, and it did. So hypothetically, that implies too, though, with that being a previous resistance, that's going to be a new support. So we'll just go ahead and pull that out here as well to pay attention to that. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, let's see if we got any massive overextension. Technically we do, but we don't. In other words, it was overextended a few times. We hit a 9 here, consolidate. 9, consolidate and retrace. Now we're up to a 6. So hypothetically, we could see another 12 hours continuation before the price discontinues. Okay. So to me personally, I don't like to try to get in at situations like this when the price is already overextended. But if you take a look at this here, we see this obvious line here where the price action is more likely to come back down, retest, and leg up from there because this most recent high. Okay. So generally speaking, I would say, be careful with taking a long right now, but definitely don't consider short with all this volume here. It makes zero sense to do that. In fact, we got a MACD convergence here, stochastic swinging up. Traditional RSI is testing 70, and money flow index is still pretty high. So all in all, we put all that together, and we look like the price action should continue to run. Okay? I would be surprised if it didn't, in fact. Or what could actually occur is just see some range-bound activity here, and we got to see a leg up or a leg down to retest that most recent support. Okay, so again, a lot of little things can happen, but truth is, I think you're statistically more probable for the price to go up than down at this point, just based on how much momentum and volume we're seeing. If we take a look at Ichimoku Cloud here on the hourly, we just broke out here and we're good to go. Solid amount, nice solid 1 hour time frame there. Or sorry, 1 hour candle on the hourly. So generally speaking here, again, there's zero reasons to take a short position and a lot more reasons to consider a long. So while I don't love the price being where it's at the $8.10 mark, I'd love to maybe consider an entry a little bit lower, maybe $8 even or $7.90. I would say that generally speaking, somewhere in this range would be a decent consideration for a long, based on how much volume we have here. Okay. So again, that's just kind of what the charts are telling us here. The price could very well pull back. If Bitcoin sells off really heavy, we could see that. But Filecoin has proven itself to be very strong in the recent past. And there's really zero reasons why we should expect the price to pull back. Okay, again, more bullish signs than bearish at this point. And just keep in mind too, Bitcoin is struggle busting right here at about 51.5. We can't close over 51.5 today. You know, some altcoins are going to take a hit. Filecoin is possibly one of those, but it's showing such strength here in the light of all that nonsense. I would almost think that Bitcoin is irrelevant at this point for Filecoin. Okay, so again, some cool stuff there. Either way, make sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Just want to recommend them, of course, because our community has phenomenal results with them. No KYC or VPN required. Link down below if you use my link to register. Get some nice rewards. Filecoin will be added to the exchange here momentarily. They're actually adding over 200 trading pairs this week. So awesome stuff there. Definitely looking good. But again, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, follow if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one.